Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Simon the WalshamRaider. Welcome back to Panda Country. I'm getting to you. He's not going to let me talk. Anyway, I'm just going to get him running backwards and forwards for a minute. We're back onto Jazz Jackrabbit 2. I hope you guys enjoyed the first video as much as I did playing it again. So I'm going to leap straight back in without further ado. Stay tuned to the end of this video. I didn't get around to, for those who haven't seen the first video, I mentioned in the comments, or I mentioned in the video itself rather, in the commentary, that I'd try and post a link to the opening video. I haven't been able to find one, so when I recorded the first video I wasn't sure how I was going to do the intro. Oh, I thought you stole one of there. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure how I was going to introduce it, and I think it worked out pretty well. So on this one, stay tuned to the end of the video and I'll post it up with a little bit of a bonus on it. We'll see what you guys think. Let me know. Yeah, for those that... Well, I was going to say something, I can't remember what it was. That's weird, I've completely lost my train of thought. When you just sort of completely zone out. That's really frustrating. Oh god, now my brain is just thrown a complete mental blank. Yeah, I'll go over there. Never mind. Okay. So I'm sure on those little, the kind of helicopter things, you used to be able to grab, you used to kind of shoot them and grab it, but that might be misremembering. But yeah, I don't know how much of this game we're going to get through. Let's say it sort of seemed, time limit wise, sort of the first two worked quite well on their own. I freed a bird, who I think goes around attacking everybody. Coins. Because I would like to show you guys a wall gate. Oh yeah, it's the one with the double blasters. I think I lose her as soon as I get hit, so I'm going to start being a bit more careful. I'm not quite sure, because sort of the last time I played through this, I was taking it sort of fairly easy. We had the video just going through the level, but since I'm having a bit of a, I was going to say writer's block, that's not quite the word, maybe a commentary block, what I may do is edit out some of the bits that you guys are seeing, so that I'm talking a little bit more, and hopefully you guys will see more of the game. We'll get sort of more through rather than just sort of the one level. Okay. You just hate it in a game where you're sort of not 100% sure which way's the... Yeah, like that. So you're going to nick it and then fly it around for a short period of time. So I think that's the way to go, sort of advance the level. So let's be... And the other thing is, it's also quite hard on this game, because I say, Jazz and his brother Spaz have slightly different movesets. So there's some secrets you can only get to as Jazz, some of them you can only get to as Spaz, and you're never quite sure which way round it is. Oh, I missed 12 coins. So imagine that would warp you into there. I have no idea if that point even came up on camera. Let's not work out. Man, Doing terribly today. Yes, as he completely messes up a jump. I was speaking to our good panda friend earlier on. We were talking about, I know, as I mentioned in the last Jazz video, that we've been doing sort of a lot of different videos, sort of seeing what sticks, trying out different playlists and that kind of thing. What we're probably going to do on a majority of playlists is make them about 3 episodes long. Not going to do the ding this time. I was watching it back in the video, I was like, oh, I might look like a burka, and I think I did. Now, the question is straight away, how do I get that one up that's over there? Probably not going that way. Never mind. What's done is done. What's the zone? I was speaking to... So most likely what we're going to do is probably do about sort of 3 episodes long ones, so you guys don't get bored of anything too much. Or if, sort of like if the video is not working very well, it's kind of a good point to learn that. But then if someone's sort of going back through, if we get sort of later fans that... That was clever, jump off the bloody thing. Yeah, so if we get sort of later on that people start going back through the archives, and I do on some of my YouTubers, especially if you sort of get there and they've got quite a big archive to go through, you start having a look and saying, oh, I wonder what games they have done in the past and that kind of thing. It's not so you just sort of like one video and go, oh, I wish they'd have done more of that. At least then there's, well, at least I've got one of those gems. At least then there's sort of something to watch rather than always sort of having one video and going on to another. Plus I think it just looks a little bit weird on the, in sort of regards to the channel, if you have sort of lots of playlists that have only ever got one video in it, and it just doesn't seem like a playlist. Okay, so 1 second. Oh, I see, not letting I have time to the... Fear my bubbles? I'll bet that was from that side, never mind. Ooh. Secrets! I found a thing. Over here. Okay. That was a bit loud in my ear holes. As I said, ear hole for anyone else. It's the only thing I don't like about certain platformers, sort of mentioning other certain anthropomorphized heroes, sorry. Just that little finickiness of trying to get onto a certain platform, or sort of trying to land on just that special spot. How many coins do we think we're short this time? 9, okay. One day I'll show you one of those warp things. I like the way they all sing to themselves. Bet that's what the warp is for ore as well. There's a weapon upgrade and a bird. Oh god, I actually died. I wasn't paying attention to my health. That sucks. Slow my blast right down as well, that's irritating. I'll be careful this time. That's handy. On the plus side, at least I found that other secret. Right, go on, quick as we can, quick as we can. Actually use the power up. Gotta love that sugar. Of course, can't hop through them. Yeah, that's how we do it. This is how we do it. God, I can't believe I said that on camera. It's about up hidden underneath. See, I was mentioning about the sounds earlier on, and now with these guys sort of singing to themselves as well, I just love how sort of how upbeat and colourful this game is. Although there are some bits that irritate the hell out of me, like this weird spinning tomato. Oh god, I'm going to be stuck in the corner now. That was clever, he sort of threw it behind him. Oh, that's handy. Probably shouldn't have frozen them, or unfrozen. Oh, he unfreezes as well, what you hit him with. I actually think that took less time than the... I think that took less time than the Queen did. What we'll do is we'll do 2 levels, and if I need to I'll trim it down a little bit for you guys. So I think it's 3 levels to an episode. Let's find out. Ooh, bomb. Those lab rats always remind me of Pinky in the Brain. It's sort of just that kind of style of... They're not anywhere near as cool. Let's see if there's any... There you go. Think you might do it? No. So we hit the metal crate earlier on, which gives us... all of those. I don't even know how I did that. I don't even remember setting a pause button. Are we back? Good. So, using Xbox 360 controller plugged in on the old USB. Unfortunately, the pause is not a changeable or a configurable button. So if I accidentally click in my movement stick, I'm going to pause the game. That's going to be really frustrating. That lady is so helpful. At least I think they're ladybirds anyway. Ladybird. I have to stomp on them. Oh? Yeah. Well, that didn't work at all. Full flame around there. Okay, cool. Loot! Yeah. Sounds like a fancy blue fire and goes a bit further. How do I get those then? Okay, they look like they're in... They look like the same ones that are in Death Egg in Sonic and Knuckles. And I know I was saying this was early 90s. The original Jazz Jackrabbit came out in 94. Jazz Jackrabbit 2 came out in 98. I wonder... I can't remember when Sonic and Knuckles came out. Because they look suspiciously similar. Ooh. Giant diamond. Boom. This will be a spaz only one because I can't quite get up there. Remember what I was saying about keeping the special ammo? You have to shoot your way through there. So especially with it only being used by a certain bullet, it is well worth keeping a little bit of everything. I could sit there and take everything out, but that's going to take far too long. That's going to be a little bit boring for you guys. Just realised I had wings flapping in it. I'm sure it's a female bird. There was a signpost that told me, I'm sure of it. Was it in the manual? I don't know. Might correct myself in editing, we'll see how it goes. Which works quite well as a nice early warning system. He says about being a handy early warning system, then walks through and just gets blatted because he wasn't paying attention. Okay, in the settings, unfortunately, doesn't seem to be a way to sort of change the sensitivity slightly. But never mind. It might do. It's really weird. I mean, obviously, I'll watch the videos back in editing and that kind of thing. And I realised that quite a lot I've been talking about music. I didn't realise just how much, until I was sort of discussing on commentary and that kind of thing, I didn't realise just how much I paid attention to game music and how much it kind of, yeah, I know it's always sort of there in the background as such, which is probably a really lame thing to say in a video, like, oh yeah, we know it's what's called background music, you dumbass. But yeah, I didn't realise quite how much it was kind of built into sort of some of my favourite games and sort of some of the memories of playing them and that kind of thing, so it's been really quite, I'm now noticing when I'm playing things that I'm much more conscious about sort of the music that's in it and that kind of thing. I mean, it's weird, I was saying to some friends, it's been a while, like my old phone died back in January, so I bought a new one, and it was months before I got around to updating sort of like the music and that kind of thing on it and getting all that transferred over. And I'd gone a few months, like the CD player's not working in the car, so I'm listening to the radio and it's just then whatever songs. And I'm not a big pop fan, and there's one or two things that I get into, and there's sort of some sort of more dancey stuff that's almost a bit of a guilty pleasure at times, but generally sort of a lot more of a rock and ska fan. And I hadn't realised until I got around to sort of changing, until sort of getting the music on my phone and starting to sort of play stuff again and starting to listen to music again, just how much I missed it and how much it can sort of affect you, especially when I'm sort of in the gym and that kind of stuff. Just how much of a positive effect you can have, like listening to stuff rather than. That's not gonna let me drop down the hole. Let me out! Let me help! Stop it! There we go. I actually thought I was going to get stuck in an endless loop there. Oh, that's really irritating. Nope. Okay, now I've discovered, like on the last one I hadn't noticed it, but now I've discovered Now I've discovered that pause button is built in. That's really irritating. That just fire me straight out. Yep, never mind. Crouched it. No, wrong button. That might die down there. There we go. There was 50 coins on that level. And seriously. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that felt like that was going to be the end of it. Yeah, looking at the time, looks like we've got about one more, and then that should finish off this episode. And then we'll leave that one there. Can you give me that coin? There we go. Now we're in business. Love that noise when they deflate. It's just hilarious. That might be because I'm an immature man-child. Do I need to say that? Male, so it probably goes without saying. Nope. Coming up too high. Problem is I'm bouncing off that bit there. I don't think I was about to get up there. Again, I think that's another spaz only one. Come on. At least I hope it is, and it's not just me being a... So running into them at full speed, but you can't on that bit. So I was meant to build full speed up. Oh yeah, there's a button to run faster. Okay. Oh, that was clever. Well, I've missed them. Yeah, I said I enjoyed playing this as a kid, and never said I was a pro. This means weird wouldn't be a thing there, okay. Oh, almost got hit. Is he stuck in the wall? Oh, got him. Still can't work out how that works. It's like actually walking along it with his ears. Well, more power to you, buddy. And that takes some skill as a bloke if you could somehow... Ow! Okay, can't see. Stuck underneath him. Thought I was going to lose health instantly then. You can't bust through it. Ah, there we go. So there knew there had to be a way into it somewhere. Ooh, buggers. That's also a bit of a horrible level design. You have to crouch down to shoot those guys. You then can't reach them because of the... Oh, I wonder. I laughed at that, it just crushed me or something. That'd have been hilarious. Actually no, I'd have probably would have rage quit, but... Nah, you're not going to send me spinning off through the level. I know your games. All that for a carrot. I've got full health anyway. Whoop. Ooh! Nope, not doing that again. Already had that today. That's definitely one you need a double jump to get up there. I don't know, maybe not. Oh, don't pause it, Trim. I now suspect that there's some of the stuff where I've been like, oh no, I can't get that with that, where I've just forgotten about the longer run up. Never mind. I can't go over there. Sometimes you get it right, you can go through two like that. Other times you don't. And that gulping sound sounded horrible. Ooh, yeah. Miss out all the hard bits, because I'm now invulnerable. The Sugar Rush is a hilarious little bit, and I can't help but get into the music. But it's because it's after so many things, it doesn't necessarily tell you... It doesn't tell you sort of where or how many you've got, so there's just like no way of... There's sort of no way of just knowing when it's going to trigger. Ow. Oh, that's right, it's the end anyway. That's okay. Whee! Ah, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Spaz. So I now have a little double jump. Though I have the same... And he giggles because he's an absolute crazy man. So his tongue's hanging out all the time and giggles to himself. And instead of sort of using the down and up, does that instead. I did a warp thing! I see, even he was happy for me. Oh, what was his pause thing? Ah, here we go. I'm sorry. Luckily, when it starts flying in, if you move, it then flies off again. Need 20 more. Yep, because I just spent them on the other one. Because I was so happy that I've managed to get a warp gate this time. Starting to try and remember if he does. I don't actually think he speaks at all. You switch back after a certain thing. I didn't remember that. Didn't realise it was only temporary. Well, at least you got to see him. I forgot that you completely blow bits off him. Yeah, the guy on the top is Devon Shell. He's the main baddie. It's the guy you defeat in the first game to then marry the princess, and it's the one that's kidnapped her this time. Because you know that's what super villains do. Ow. Oh, I got him. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you teleport, you bitch. I should have grinned to make it like a ding. Well, that's the first episode done. I'm not going to hit the button to enter the next episode until after I've ended the video. So, thank you very much, guys, for watching. I'll pick this up again in part 3, and we'll see you all on the next level.